oh, I'm getting quite hot actually. What I'm going to show you today are some cucumbers. Now these cucumbers are called Cuccino. I think I've pronounced that right. I'm sure I haven't, and I'm sure somebody will tell me how to pronounce it correctly. I just thought these look very, very sweet. So I'm going to show you how to sow these. Basically the same as all other cucumbers, but they just look different. I think these ones are little short ones, which I thought was quite cute, because I just tend to find that trying to grow the long ones tends to be a bit tricky in the greenhouse. I don't know why. I don't know if it's our weather or what. I don't know. I usually tend to get a couple of really, really nice ones, and then they just all go pleh. So I thought I would try some little ones to start with. Apparently they're about this long. They're a couple of inches. So they should be okay. So hopefully I'll get quite a few. So I'll just show you how to sow these. Right, so I've just got, you can sow these in a 3-inch pot actually. There's only there's 5 in this packet. So not a huge amount, but apparently they're quite prolific, so that should be okay. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to sow these 5 in half of this container here, and then something else in the other half, which I'll show you another time. So I've just 3/4 filled it with compost, and then as it's a little bit dry, I'm just going to give it a bit of a water, let that all run through, and then we're going to sow these little cucumbers. The seeds are quite tiny, not really, really small, but they are relatively small. So, and because we've got 5, it's quite handy. Can you see them? There they are. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put one in the middle and one in each corner. So I'm going to put them sideways on. I'm not going to put them pointing down. I'm going to put them on sideways, because sometimes people have said it's difficult to tell the top from the bottom, which I quite agree with. It can be a bit tricky. So if you stick them sideways on, then it won't matter whether you've got them upside down or not. So if we just put them on the top like that, and then what I'm going to do is I'm going to then push them down to about the top of my nail. Remember, we will have some more compost on the top here, so they don't have to go down a huge way. So we've made 5 little dimples there, and then we'll just cover it with some more compost here, just to fill it all up. That might be too much. Okay. And we'll just pat that down, and now it's April now, so these ones need to be sown in April. Some need to be sown in February, which I sowed in February, and I blogged about, but these ones are in April. So that's those. I'll just put a little label on, and then I'll show you what happens next. Right, well, I'll leave those in there, and then they'll start to shoot, and then when I put them in a 3-inch pot, I'll show you, but I'll keep you updated with how they're getting on, and hopefully I'll have lots of little baby cucumbers, which is just very, very sweet. So I'm looking forward to that. Well, I hope you found that useful. We will put a link to these if you want to get some, but I hope you found it useful, and I will see you again soon. Bye-bye.